Hi, friends. In our time together today, I just want to remind us that learning to play well is all about the long game. I want to chat about that just a bit as an encouragement and as a challenge to us to keep moving toward our goal of learning to play well. And that has a few aspects involved with it. And yes, I've spoken about this some, and I wasn't intending to talk about it today, but I subscribe to YoYo Ma on a couple of different social platforms, and one of his reels that I was watching today, he had some. I just want to share his comments out of the reel, and then chat about this long journey, this searching of growing and learning specific tunes, our instrument, all better. So the reel I was watching, it was beautiful. Yo-Yo Ma is literally sitting in a chair playing his cello. He was playing Bach Suite Number 4, sitting next to a mountain stream. It was so lovely. Based on some other reels around it, I think he actually may have been like within an hour and a half of where I live, based on where he said he was on some of the other reels. And I love that he travels around the world. But he's sitting there and he's playing the cello in that heartfelt yo-yo ma way that he does. In his comments, and I want to make sure I quote him well. In the comment to the video, he said, and I quote, "I've spent decades trying to get this piece right. At some point, I found a way in. In the same way that a river begins far before we meet it, I imagine this music starting long before I play the first note. I just have to join in. Like the river, the music is always flowing. And like the river, it's always changing. All I have to do is picture a river, feel its energy, get into its flow, and follow it." Now, he's using the image of the river and trying to just experience the river. He's using that as an analogy for learning tunes. Some of the tunes we play started so long ago. They have evolved some over time. That's perfectly fine. That is the way of life. And our goal is to get into that tune. Now, when Yo-Yo Ma is playing a tune, he's playing it as himself. He's not trying to play it as somebody else. He's playing out of his passion. He's playing out of his abilities and skills. And he's searching for the best he could do with that tune and his own expression of that tune while respecting the tune itself. And that's one of the things. I can't say it like Yo-Yo Ma does, but that's one of the things I want us to strive for. And that's why I always say, listen to other people, grab the core of the tune, learn the core of the tune, find a way to enter into that tune and express it for yourself. That's my way of trying to say what he said so absolutely beautifully. Learning a tune, learning to play is a journey. We improve our skills along the journey with exercises, scale exercises, practicing sections of tunes, working from the top to the bottom of our whistles. Think about yourself, as it were, sitting along a river, and the river is flowing in agreement with whatever the style of the music you're playing is, and you're trying to enter into that flow and let your fingers move as slowly or as quickly as they need to in agreement with the tune. It was funny because after watching Yo-Yo Ma, I came into the study where I normally play. And I put some hearing protection in because, I like to do that when I'm playing because I don't want to lose my hearing. But I picked up My Howard, very first whistle I bought, my Howard Low D, and I started playing My Laggin' Love because it was on my brain, and didn't start off like I wanted, just like I did there. And so I thought, how can I improve that? What do I want there? Ah, I lost some of the notes. Sorry. And I realized I want it smoother. And then I worked on my Howard for a while. And then I picked up a Dixon DX005 because some friends and I were talking about it. And I thought, how's that work on this one? And then I picked up a McManus and started playing on that. And it's this, sometimes I'm searching for tone. Sometimes I'm searching for which whistle and my body are going to work well together. But as I said um, in yesterday's video, a lot of times it's important to have a whistle that you're really married to, that is your whistle. I know YoYo Ma didn't borrow somebody's inexpensive cello to go play by the stream that day in fear that his expensive cello would get wet. He took his cello and he played heartfelt by the stream, unconscious of the fact, maybe he chose a good dry spot. I don't know. But as you and I are playing, what's the feel of the tune? What are my skills today? How am I pursuing my ability to play that tune better and better and better? I go back to some of the very first tunes I learned. I love to go through, I love to learn new tunes, but I love to go back to all the tunes I know and see if I can play them better and better, more emotively, more cleanly, if it's a quick tune, more expressively. I want to get better. And that's all I wanted to say to us today. I want you, I want me, I want us to be the best whistle playing musicians possible. And so I subscribe to YoYo Ma's reels because I love listening to him, but also because he inspires me for the long game, the end of the journey. And I want, no matter how old I am, I want to continue pursuing getting better and better and better as a whistle playing musician. I want that for you as well, my friend. Until next time, this is Scott Shade. Happy whistling.